If you've been following my posts and videos about effective presenting, you'll know that I advocate simple slides with very little text, simple charts, and generally more images than is usual in business presentations. However, I often get pushback. I often get the question, but what if I have to send the slide deck in advance? They need to see all the detailed information. Hello, I'm Janice, presentation skills trainer and coach. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 ways you can overcome the problem of sending your slide deck in advance to the audience, whilst at the same time delivering your presentation with a slide deck that contains as little text as possible. But before we look at these 4 solutions, there's something extremely important that I want to point out here. The slides that you speak with serve a very different objective from the slides your audience may need to study in advance. Any slides you speak with need to be a visual reinforcement of your message. They need to contain little text so the audience can look at the slide, get the message in 2 to 3 seconds, and then turn their attention back to you to hear you speak and expand on your message. Slides for study should be more like a report, yes, with detailed information. If you try to fulfill these 2 conflicting objectives with one type of slide, you're likely to get what we call a slidement, a cross between a slide and a document, and that's not good. So bearing this in mind, let's have a look at those 4 ways you can solve the dilemma of sending detailed slides in advance, but speaking with clean slides. The first and most obvious solution is to prepare 2 different decks. This is fine if you have time to prepare 2 decks, but for most people, time is an extremely scarce resource. The second solution is to prepare your deck for speaking with and put all the detailed information, extra data and charts in appendix slides at the back of the deck. You can send the whole slide deck explaining that most of the detailed information they may need to consult can be found in the appendix slides. A third solution is to prepare your deck for speaking with and put any extra detail in the notes section of each slide. And finally, the fourth option is to prepare your deck for speaking with and collect all the extra information and details into a Word document in the form of a pre-reading document or handout. It's only the Word document then that you would send ahead of your presentation. At the end of the day, as long as the objective of supplying necessary information for pre-presentation study is satisfied well, the people involved really shouldn't mind how that information is given to them. What they will mind, though, is if on the day you give your presentation, you end up reading from text-heavy slides and you don't give any added value with your spoken message. With a little forethought, the issue of sending detailed information in advance of your presentation without it negatively impacting your delivery on the day can be easily solved. And if your presentation is to a high-stakes audience, the small amount of additional time you need to address this double objective conundrum is worth it. Be bold, be different. Don't present with a slidement just because everyone else does.